Ndị be anyị ndewonu. Ana m ekele unu good morning. Ndị nke nọ na Europe, ndị nke nọ na Africa, ama mgbogbu ọka morning. Aga m asị unu good morning. Ndị nọ na America na ebe dị iche iche, ana m ekele unu, ana m asị unu ụtụtụ ọma. Unu lee anya na nke ihe onyonyo nke nneme n'ụbọchị nke dị taa. Aga m alaiki iji tonwe Igbo kwutu ebe ọ si na-emetụ anyị. Ọ tetara nwa aja ya aka, abịatụbeghị m n'ikuku bụ ekwu okwu, mana ndị ọsọ na-elele ka eke si were na-anya anwụ n'ala Igbo. Ilele anya, ị ga-ahụ Peter Obi, ị ga-ahụ dairektọ nwanne anyị nwoke Nnamdi Kanu. Ọ na-ahụna na otu ihe si were na-aga n'ala Igbo taa, because ndị Igbo na-asọ na na-adị mma ka brizi na-efe, ka gbara na onye ụkọchukwu yi trauza. Na nwa afọ Igbo pụtara sịdat na akpụkpọ ụkwụ oyi na afọ ya ụfụ na enwere ebe o si egbu ya mgbu. Ndị rụrụ akpụkpọ ụkwụ si kpụta ya gbuo, kpụta ya gbuo. Akpọrọ Nnamdi Kanu kpochie kemgbe, were ohi dị iche iche, were ama dị iche iche were bo ya. Mana otu m si were hụ otu ihe si were na-aga n'ime Nigeria taa, ọ dị ka ọsọ Biafra anyị na-agba with our director and njide ejitere ya. Ihe m ghọtara otu eji asị agaghị ugbu a wụ ndị Igbo, a na-awụ ihe ọbụla mere, ma ihe ọ dị ma mma ma ihe mberede dakwasa ndị Igbo, awụ ndị Igbo wụ sọsọ ndị mma ka a ga-esi were ihe aha were mere ego. Ejidere Nnamdi Kanu n'ihi na ọ na-ekwu okwu ihe gbasara Biafra. Ejidere Nnamdi Kanu n'ihi na ọ kpọkọrọ ndị Igbo gbasara agbasa, kpọkọta ha ọnụ. Ejidere Nnamdi Kanu taa maka na o mere ndị Igbo amara ihe ha na-amaghị n'oge na-agboo. Ejidere Nnamdi Kanu today bụ maka onye nyere ikikere ịchịkọta ndị Igbo niile ekwu eziokwu ụtọ otu olu. Mana ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo taa, ọ dị ka na-achọzi ijiri njide ejidere Nnamdi Kanu ndị Awụsa ji ya, ndị be anyị, ndị Eastern, ndị si na East, ndị Biafra, ndị si na Biafra land, ndị Eastern region politicians na-achọzi iji ihe gbasara Nnamdi Kanu were mezie politics. Because onye ọbụla chọrọ iwin this election today na-achọzi ka ọ ga visite Nnamdi Kanu. Onye ọbụla chọrọ ime ihe ọbụla ọ chọrọ ime ihe gbasara politics n'ime Nigeria today, because ha leela anya hụ dat na Nnamdi Kanu aya ji ji, aya ji egbe. Nwatakịrị ọbụla ekpere aka n'ọnụ n'ala Igbo taa okwu Nnamdi Kanu ka ọ na-ekwu. Ọ nọ n'ụlọ, ọ nọ n'ọnọdụ iche, okwu Nnamdi Kanu ekwu. Egwu abala ndị politishan nọ na East ahụ. Ha niile onye ọla na-ekwuzi okwu hapụ Nnamdi, hapụ Nnamdi. Mana enweghị onye na-follow the normal procedure, the legal channel any region ji agwa their central government okwu. Because somebody like Peter Obi nwere picture ya tinye ebe a now na-ekwuzi okwu Nnamdi Kanu, ka m na-ekwu okwu Rojas Okorocha nọ na Imo steeti. Ha niile na-ekwuchi okwu Nnamdi Kanu because I want an election is fast approaching. My brother Kelly D, you know me already. I know why I put everything this way. So, if you want to join, I put my Skype there. You can join the conversation, say your mind. It must not be only Igbo, but what I'm trying to say today is all about how the Eastern region are now turning the situation of Nnamdi Kanu to become a political key for them to use the same guy they pushed into prison to succeed themselves back to power. You know, I would like our people to be awake, because how things is moving now, it's like the Eastern region, even Yorubas are even joining now, sir, are now using the situation of our director to do their political, I call it a political strategy 2.0, because these guys in Eastern region are the only people who know how to convert any disadvantage, difficulties, and good thing. They will convert it to make money and to achieve their own political gain. Our people have to be awake, you know. And this time around, like the brother that I interviewed one certain time, he said how we should bring Nigeria to their knees. They are holding Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody like Peter Obi, other politicians who are talking about Nnamdi Kanu. Do you want to tell me that they don't have any political instrument to press the central government to release Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally? Somebody that all of them that are claiming to be barristers, lawyers, that knows the full constitution and law of Nigeria, knows that Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime to remain inside our prison today. Rather, they allow it to remain there so that they will use it to do their campaign at the end of the day. These guys are nothing but a bunch of criminals who they only think about their own pocket and their own wallet. Nothing more, no plus, no minus. But I thank God that our boys today are too wise, and a lot of Biafran groups are enlightening our fellow Easterners that they should be wiser than serpent. Don't give up the fight. Keep on fighting, and never you listen to these politicians. Anywhere they are doing their politics or whatever, let them know that before you will get anything from us, we need our director out. Because today, Buhari made us understand that he was sick. He traveled out of Nigeria for weeks or months. And his vice president, Osubanjo, that everybody sees as a messiah, used the opportunity to buy Avengers. He keep on trooping to River State. Today, nobody is hearing about Avengers again. The same Avengers that try to press Nigeria, that the person who will negotiate for them is Nnamdi Kanu. All of a sudden, everything disappeared. Just to show you power of money. We are standing up, talking, calling, we are Biafrans, we stand with Nnamdi Kanu. But when money flies up, everybody will just deviate. And as far as these guys know that they will still buy their way with their cash, this cash they are using to buy you is the money of it's your own money, it's your own, it's your property. The other day, I published some names. Few, 0.01% are controlling the whole oil well of the whole nation. One oil well worth up to $128 billion. But our president wants to go and borrow money, 28 billion. I think Imo State or whatever, they find a large gas depot. British are developing the gas today. In the other side of I think Anambra or Enugu State, they claim that they are digging salt, but it's precious stone that they are digging out, lying to you, fooling you. These elders that want you to listen to them, don't listen to these guys. When they collect their 5 naira, they just go inside and forget about everything. They don't even know what is future. Why do their parents send you to school? For you to learn, to come back and teach them. But when money comes out, they won't allow you to talk, not to teach. The best thing is to avoid these old people, because through them Nigeria is penetrating the youth. You must respect your father, you must respect your mother. When they call you to order, you must respect. But they forget about your future and the future of your own children. So what am I not saying today? They think the system, how things are moving in Nigeria, not only the Igbos, during Biafran War, if you go and read the history, the people who carried the war most are the Imo State people. Old Imo State, when I call old Imo State, including Abia today. Yes. Now, since after the war, we are suffering. Nigeria keep on promising the Niger Delta area that you are not Igbo, you have nothing to do with Igbos, you guys are not your brothers, and we will treat you differently, you will get this one, you will get that one. But when you visit my village, and visit the village in this River Ride area, there is nothing different. Who is fooling who? After the war, when Nigeria and River Ride area was negotiating about the percentage they will get from their resources, Nigeria wanted to give to them that time 6%. Is this late Ojukwu? The same people that you try to avoid, the same people that you don't want to associate yourself with, the same people that you don't want to call your brother. Ojukwu is the one that ironed 17% out from 6% that Nigeria want to give to you guys. To tell you whatever you are doing today, if you did not back yourself up with Igbos, that you call us Igbo, but you speak Igbo too, but you will call us Igbos, you will remain as you are. You call yourself Avengers. You rise up to destroy the property of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You bring Nigeria to their knees. You made Buhari to start begging indirectly. You try to cripple the economy of the nation. That thing is supposed to show you that that is the only key we can use to bring Nigeria to the negotiating table. Why did you drop Nnamdi Kanu just like that? Why did you just drop the guy that want to bring back your integrity, your value as an Easterner, your value as an Igbo man? You just drop him and collect money. How long will you eat that money? Why is Nnamdi Kanu in that prison? I don't think that is because of his papa's property, or because of his mother or his wife or their girlfriend or whoever's property that made him to stay in that prison. No. He is in that prison because of all of us. He is in that prison because he dare mention Biafra. He is in that prison because he dare mention or bring you and I together and teach us and revise our memory that we are trying to forget where we are coming from. Thinking that we are Nigerians, while we are not. Today you have collected money and forget him there. During the war, we pay a heavy price. And I think that even though you want to correct the mistakes you did during the war, even though you say, okay, my people, during the war, we didn't participate. But now, we got to bring Nigeria to their knees to release Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally by busting all the whole, every gas pipeline and every oil. Look, you guys, I will say that, I'm annoyed. I don't want to use the wrong word, you know. You call Igbo man Igbo ideology, Igbo's ideology, the one Biafra is Igbo ideology. Look at your father's land. Rig is there, and they are sucking oil, and they transfer the pipe from your backyard to northern Nigeria that has nothing, dry land. But you are pointing hand to your own brother Igbo man that did you nothing. Igbo man that you seize his property after the war, and today he still come back to your place and start developing your area and start buying properties. How many Hausas or Fulani herdsmen has any property? That people that tell you Igbo man is not your brother, Igbo man is against you, they want to occupy you, they want to colonize you, they want to do everything. How many of them are contribute 5 cents in the development of Riverine area? It's the same Igbo people that are buying the whole land. When you have problem, you need money. It's the same Igbo man that will come and buy that land and give you that money to solve your problem. Why don't you go to Katori area that are selling in Nama in your area? Tell him you have land to sell, whether he will talk to you, whether he will listen to you. Why can't we wake up? Why can't we be human being and use our technical faculty to do something? You know? Why can't we reject money? Money you have been eating. Which car haven't you drive? Which hotel in Nigeria haven't you visit? But they will still come back and give you money and you will collect it and just forget Nnamdi Kanu. But when you come out where people are talking about him, you will be the first person, oh, this guy is suffering because of us. We must do something, Biafra. At the backyard, you will still call this Igbo ideology. Because I have heard you people talking about Igbo ideology, our Riverine brother. Look at you, look at me. The way they are treating you is the way they are treating me. Even if you distance yourself from Igbo man, Hausa will kill you. As far as you are from Riverine, check all the whole prominent from Sarah. We were all from Adakaboro. All of them that work against the Igbo mainland brothers, where are they today? Hausa killed them and you did nothing. How many prominent people have Hausa killed in Igbo land? No, none. They don't dare touch them. You may arrest them, but later you will release them. But any prominent man from Riverine that came out and backed himself up with the mainland brothers, you will see that he will turn to untouchable. Nobody will kill him. They may arrest you, they may hold you, but they will never take your life. But whenever you stand up to criticize your brother and distance yourself from them, you are gone and gone forever. You will turn to history. So I will use this opportunity to call Avengers, call all the home militants in Riverine area. Use this war as correction for the not participation of the Biafran war. 2, bring Nigeria to their knees, cripple their economy. Buhari is now the judge, Chief Justice, Supreme Counsel, Supreme Elder, Supreme Lawyer, Supreme Judge. Anything that Nigerian lawyers are discussing today, all the whole Nigerian constitution is now under his nyash. Because when judge judged somebody and said, Nnamdi Kanu commit no crime in Nigeria, and we have no reason to keep him in prison, but this man revise everything and sit on him. So let us go back. That economy that is coming back a little, let us go back and cripple it. Cripple the whole oil and gas pipeline in that Riverine area. And whenever they ask you what is wrong, tell them to release that guy unconditionally. That is the only remedy. That is the only contribution. And that is the only thank you. Not putting a traditional way and come and stand for camera to catch you that you visited. Play no rule. Play a rule that will push Nigeria to think twice. Because all these emirs, all these kingdoms in northern Nigeria, their blood the blood that is floating in their body is that oil and gas. These guys are siphoning everything that we have in Eastern region. One of our brothers from the Riverine area that I interviewed, he said it, how they deal with these guys. He said that Nigeria is like Britain. If you hold them on blockers, don't leave them, no matter how they cry. Hold them tight. If you have the opportunity to tear the blockers out, tear them, they will still come back to negotiate with you. Riverine brothers, Avengers. You guys should reactivate just for Nnamdi Kanu. This thing is getting out of hand. Reactivate everything that you are doing in that area just for Nnamdi Kanu. Tell Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. The guy did nothing. Somebody who is running a radio station in a foreign land. It's like when you see a BBC or CNN presenter that visited Nigeria, you just arrest him. Yesterday, he spoke something against Nigeria. Is he not press? They have the right to write, and that is why they call it radio. Nobody, if war breaks out, nobody will arrest information minister or kill him because he so condemned. Nnamdi Kanu was only talking. He did not tamper or threaten Nigeria in any angle. So you guys collecting money from the federal government today, keeping quiet, is against the law. And these Igbo politicians that are now trying to use Nnamdi Kanu to gain their political position again, our people should be awake. Because these guys are governors. If governors can press Jonathan to bring out the money Nigeria saved through Yar'Adua, and he did it, I think that if all of them press Buhari today, he will release Nnamdi Kanu. That's all I have for you today, my people. I say God bless you, remain blessed, and God should bless every Igbo man, and bless and send the angels that will guide and protect our leader, that nothing, no evil that is being planned by these Catholic areas will near him, nor touch him. I said, bye-bye.
Welcome to Foxville Luxury Hotel. At Foxville Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit Foxville Luxury Hotel. We are located at #1 Adeline Obamishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin, Festac, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 080-7578-7135 or 080-9990-0601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.foxvillehotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. Foxville Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.